It's a bump in the road. What are they, 4-2?
4-2.
Bump in the road. If you guys think that the freaking Patriots and Drake May is going to be the AFC East champs, I'd like to gamble that and bet that.
Yeah.
Right? It's a bad game. We played bad. I will say this about the Bills, and I've been saying it since last year. He doesn't have enough, right? We talk about Baker Mayfield, how so good he is and the way he's playing, but he got some weapons. He got some weapons over there. And I look at the Bills, he got a solid offensive line. He got some cool tight ends and a really good running back. That's it. Every play in the air, he has to extend plays. These guys can't even get open on man coverage.
Yeah.
I know he's MVP. I know how great he is, but he needs some help. Hey. Everybody need somebody. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Hey, I hear you.
Can we talk for a moment for real, though? The Buffalo Bills are in significant trouble. Because Josh Allen has to do entirely too much.
Everything.
You lost to the Patriots because Dalton Kincaid had to be your number one wide receiver, and he's a tight end. Now, this game, you don't have Dalton Kincaid. You don't have Curtis Samuel. It took a while for James Cook to get going early on in that game, and Josh Allen is having to put the entire team on his back with the leading receiver being Shakur. Dalton Knox makes the most important receiving play of the game when he catches a 19-yard touchdown. Josh Allen is having to do entirely too much. That last interception Josh Allen threw where the Buffalo Bills ultimately lost the game, he scrambles right, he backpedals, he scrambles left, ball gets tipped because he's rolling to his left, throwing to his right, Falcons catch it, game over. But before that, Josh Allen had to make a miraculous 21-yard scramble while simultaneously pointing out and directing traffic. The Bills are asking Josh Allen to be Superman every single game, but there's a reason Superman had the alter ego of Clark Kent, so he could recover.
Yeah.
Right.
Josh never has the opportunity to recover.
Yeah. I think this is the most frustrated I've ever seen Josh Allen after one of the most frustrated I've seen him after a regular season game.
Yeah.
You see him right here just showing the frustration on the sideline, grabbing the helmet, and then we do have some audio from him after the game.
Oh, what'd he say? What'd he
right
say? What'd he say?
Well.
Turn us up, Rome.
I'll go and let you guys
What'd he say?
Yeah, I mean, they had a good plan. Looks like they came off the bye week and got the game plan us quite a bit. And again, I got to be better and seeing the things that they're trying to do to us and make adjustments accordingly.
See, I hate this, Shady. I hate this. They didn't have a good plan. It doesn't take a good plan to beat the Buffalo Bills. It takes some moderately good cornerbacks. You play press man. You balance your pass rush lane so Josh Allen can't escape the pocket. And you say, beat us one-on-one. Keon Coleman, he can't do it.
That's a good point.
You say, beat us one-on-one, Shakur. He can't do it. You say, beat us one-on-one, Dawson Knox. He can't do it. You say, beat us one-on-one, Shavers. He can't do it. You say, beat us one-on-one, beat us one-on-one, beat us one-on-one, and nobody can do it. That wasn't a good game plan. Right? Raheem Morris, Shady knows him well. I know him well. We went out to Rams practice 2 years ago when he was a Rams defensive coordinator. That wasn't a phenomenal game plan. You play press man against the Buffalo Bills. You dare them to beat you. They can't. Then you balance the pass rush lane so Josh Allen can't escape the pocket, and you make Josh Allen throw to cover receivers. They can't win.
No, you said it excellent.
It wasn't a good game.
And you know what's funny is because I remember when we play certain teams, right? The first thing you say is, okay, who scares us?
Yeah,
who scares you? And then you look over the bill. There's nobody that can really scare you. You got Cooks, he scares you. You got Josh out, and that's it. So the game plan ain't much. You don't have to watch it for a lot of things. And then other things, like you can't really get super creative because you don't have the personnel to do it. I thought that Keon Coleman would be another step, right? Size, speed.
Bro, it's embarrassing.
Why? I ain't going to go that far.
I have to. Let me do it.
It takes some time. You know, certain people might take more.
Here's why I have to go that far.
You don't care about that?
Number one, remember, I think last game he got benched at the start of the game for one reason or another, showing up late, something immature. Now I'm just annoyed. So now you show up to the stadium today, like shirtless with a chain. Now I'm just annoyed. You know what I mean? Like open shirt, no undershirt, with a chain. So now you got suspended for acting immature. Now you're showing up, and now I'm already just annoyed. Now I'm already off put. Then you catch the ball. Josh Allen throws you like one pass early on in the game, and you don't get forward and get yards. You go back. Like, Shady, what's the first thing usually offensive sideline yells when a receiver catches a ball?
Get upfield. Get up.
Y'all hear him?
And you know what's funny is you can tell a team that's not, and I can't say this because they are coached well. I think he's had a brain fart, you know.
Yeah.
But teams that's coached well, right? You catch the ball, you get north right away.
Yes,
right? That's the first thing they teach you. But hold up, he had the shirt on with the chain.
It was Keon Coleman, just a shirt and a chain and like open joint. And normally I wouldn't care. I don't care. I'm not the outfit police. But at the point in which you're a sophomore in the NFL, it's your second season, and you're being penalized for signs of immaturity, I don't want nothing stupid. Just show up professional. Because now you
and
just
if you're
look
going to
young.
do that, at least you got ball.
Correct.
Because I've been late before.
Talk about
and
it.
I say, damn, man, I got to have 100 yards. Andy Reid going to kill me. You know what I mean? So I get it.
Because, like, at this point, if Keon Coleman can't take the next step, Josh Allen has nobody America. He has Dalton Kincaid as his number one wide receiver, and he's a tight end, and he's hurt. So, like, and also, now you also asking James Cook to do too much.
But not even that. It's a point where you get to a game, and I always say to Andy Reid, he says, I need my best players to play better than their best players. If you really watch this game, did you see Bijan Robinson? We going up against the Buffalo Bills, and everybody in the world think we're going to lose. How are we going to win? We're going to go to our best player. When you look at the Bills, they can't do that. Yeah. Right? Last week, the Bills lost to the Patriots. When the game got close and they need to get drives and first downs, who you going to go to? Stephon Diggs.
Correct. Everybody
Has somebody can go to. That's why I'm really not worried about the Commanders, because when Terry comes back, Jaden Daniels has somebody I can go to.
Yeah.
Even we make this big deal about A.J. Brown and all that, right? But when we needed to throw the ball, and we did, we were down all on points. We're going to go to A.J. Brown. He's going to make plays. Everybody in the league has somebody like that.
Let me ask you this.
The Bills.
Is it fair to say these are the same old Buffalo Bills? And what I mean by that is really good team, going to win 2 playoff games, maybe 1 playoff game if things go bad. Probably going to host a playoff game, going to clearly win the division more than likely unless the Patriots pull off a miracle, but aren't going to make the Super Bowl run because they don't have enough guys.
I truly believe that. I think they don't have enough personnel. They don't have no real gangsters on the defense.
Yeah.
At least if your offense is not super power with superstars, you got some guys on defense. Ed Oliver's a good one, but they don't have a lot of them. They really don't. And on offense, I think they'll go far because of Josh Allen and Cook. So they go to the playoffs, and Josh will make some plays, and Cook will do his thing, and they'll win some games because they have them guys. But when you play elite versus elite, and you need your superstars to play better than their superstars, they don't have a lot of superstars.
Yeah.
They don't.
So then why?
Coaching can only go so far.
Correct.
And McDermott is a great coach.
But to me, the Bills are wasting their time. And I hate to say that they're wasting Josh Allen's prime, but like at the point in which you don't have a dominant number one wide receiver and you traded away Stephon Diggs, at the point in which you don't have any superstar playmakers on the defense, you're really just going to be a really good team. But I got taught this by a Hall of Fame coach, Care Bear. I want to tell y'all this as well. They said good is the enemy of great. And people get so content being good that they never become great. The Buffalo Bills are really good. Really good. And because they're really good, I'm not sure that they will ever be elite. Because they're just like, well, Josh Allen, we're going to be 13-4. We're going to be 12-5. We're going to win the division. I think the Bills have won the division maybe 6 years straight. But good is the enemy of great. Eventually, the Bills have to take the step towards being elite. And you could blame.
But they close, though. See, that's the thing, though. When you so close, right, you always got a chance. Because all it takes is a trade.
I don't believe so. I don't believe so.
You think they're close?
No.
How they not close? You just said that they're going to win 2 playoff games a year.
Because
so now all you missing is that last superstar wide receiver.
Shady, but
that next superstar draft pick wide receiver. When we've been watching, the reason why guys are not going crazy about these trades and free agency getting wide receivers because the last 6 years, maybe even 7 years of getting first round wide receivers has been hitting.
But you taught me this.
So they close.
You taught me this. The gap between winning a Super Bowl and getting to the Super Bowl is not one game. It's not one game. You know what I mean? Like the difference between winning and losing week 5 and winning and losing an NFC or AFC championship game is not one game. You know, like the Commanders were in the NFC championship game last year. They were not close to being as good as the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, yeah, the Buffalo Bills, they've been close to beating the Chiefs in theory. But how come they lose every time? Because clearly that gap is wider than we think. That gap isn't just, do it, Kels, do it, Kels. That gap isn't just 13 seconds. That gap is a play call that Andy Reid is always going to make. That gap is a pass that Patrick Mahomes is always going to throw. That gap is a tackle that the Chiefs are always going to make. So while the Bills appear close, I'm just not convinced they're actually all that close. Because if they were, don't you think they would have crossed the threshold?
I will say, and I'm off this topic, but he's so good on TV, though. You see how he did all that?
Yeah, it was good.
Listen, you going to have all these people. You can't get me like that, though. That's some bull. Yo, you telling me Josh Allen on the road, go to Kansas City as loud as hell, and you beat up on the Chiefs had a flawless game. You leave your defense 13 seconds and you lose.
They can't get the job
You're not
done.
about to sell me on that. I ain't trying to hear.
That's a defensive thing, though.
No,
They do get
come
out coached
on,
by
man.
Andy Reid every time.
Think
Bro,
about it. The same thing happened in the playoffs last year. The very same thing happened in the playoffs last year.
If that Chiefs game and the Bills and Chiefs, if that happens 10 times, 9 out of 10 times the Bills win that game.
But here's the problem.
I don't care which y'all tell me.
It's already
Andy
happened.
Reid is
Correct.
my man.
4 times and they lost every time.
Y'all not hear what I'm saying to y'all.
I hear you.
I'm saying that particular game.
Yeah.
And I don't care who it is, you put a poll up for that. If they play that game not 10 times, 9 out of 10 times, that same scenario, they win that game.
That's how losers talk. That's really good being the enemy of great, Shady. If you say, hey, if we were to play it again, we would have won.
Yeah.
If I would have got her again, give me a second chance to ask her out. She gonna say yes this time. I stumbled over my words. I said, what's your number? If I would have just got it out smoother, she would have gave me them digits. Stop with the hypotheticals, 2-5. They've played it 4 times. They've lost.
Dude,
That's what's happened.
I just told you, that same game. The same game.
He's not listening. YouTube, he's not listening. Don't worry about it. He's not listening.
YouTube is dropping some hater comments. We had now Adam Smith dropped a $20 super chat. He said Bills are not as good as their record says they are. They played nobody. Their best win is a 1-5 Ravens, and they benefit from playing a cupcake schedule. I don't think they have enough firepower to go far this year.
Whoa.
He's right about the firepower, but see, this is nothing I go
Are
back
they as good
to.
as their record? Hold on. Don't skip by that one. That Jacket Fresh, by the way, 2-5. I don't know why I
they
said
are.
Jacket Fresh.
When does like a resume matter? Like when's a guy like Josh Allen being the MVP being like that matter? When does a guy like Sean McDermott being a really, really coach matter? I mean, serious. Like they're 4-2. I'm not surprised. They're always gonna be a winning team. They're a good team. They're coached very well.
Oh.
They just can't get to the big dog game because they don't have another big dog other than Josh Allen.
I just got a super chat that I know y'all. This is a Mr. 5-star Stunner said
5 stars.
Yeah, he said
What
so.
a
Josh
name.
gets excuses, but Lamar just can't do it, and he has played with a lot less talent on that offense.
I love Lamar, so I'll
man.
let Acho do the hating on this.
And it's not even hating for me. It's like Josh and Lamar get that same conversation. The conversation Josh is getting right now is the conversation Lamar got 3 years ago, before Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
It's the conversation Lamar got 3 years ago, before they drafted Zay Flowers in the first round, Rashad Bateman in the first round, albeit Rashad Bateman didn't materialize. But the conversation we're having about Josh Allen is the conversation we had about Lamar before he got Kyle Hamilton, before they traded for Roquan Smith. Like, these aren't the same thing.
Yeah.
The Baltimore Ravens team is an incredible team. Prior to this year, they just haven't executed. The Buffalo Bills team, what are we talking about?
man, you can't name-
How many players on the Buffalo Bills would start for the Baltimore Ravens?
That's a great-
Deion Dawkins?
Yeah.
Outside of Deion Dawkins, who else is starting? Dalton Kincaid? Mark Andrews might get the nod.
Yeah, Mark
so
Andrews
like,
got it for that.
like
Yeah.
who is starting? So we can't have these Lamar Josh conversations.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
though?
Yes, sir, please.
If Josh played with the Ravens these last 3 years,
Would have won a Super Bowl.
I feel the same way.
Josh would have won the Super
Same
Bowl in
way.
2024 when the Ravens hosted the Chiefs.
Yeah, with the
at
number
the
one
bank with the
defense,
number
yeah.
one defense. Josh would have won the Super Bowl.
14
then.
points ain't beating Josh.
Hell
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, nah.
Hell no.
I absolutely
In no
agree with
world, in no country.
Yeah, no. We also got another $5 super chat. I love this idea, Ryan. He said AJ Brown going to get traded to the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills is funny. I just thought, but yeah, I like AJ Brown going to the Bills.
I mean,
Get him off the Eagles.
that would be
That's my
crazy.
bird. So but Josh, my
That's
baby.
both your teams.
That would
Whoa,
be
whoa,
crazy.
whoa. I love the Bills.
Yeah.
But you know, if you cut me, you know it's gonna come out.
Hey, it's
Hey, look,
great.
real quick. If AJ Brown go to the Bills, because not only is he a great wide receiver, he fits that what's the word I'm looking for?
What they're missing.
Culture and all
That culture.
Yeah.
Right? He's tough. He's physical. He's about that action.
Yeah.
He's not really a talker for him. He might read a book here and there. Right?
Yep.
We like books. Anyway, but he's not a real talker. Josh ain't really a talker. In the locker room, I know he talks, but he ain't talk to y'all.
Yeah.
They get to that action on that field. Oh my God. We can't do that. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
That was Ryan Nelson. with that
Ryan
super
Nelson,
chat.
look, man. Hey, relax. Please.
Hey, I heard the super chat still up. We
No,
got a
super chat still going
we got a
crazy.
$50 super chat.
We got a 50 peso super chat from Eric Kingdom.
They got us.
They got us.
They got us. They
Said
got
the
us.
best team right now in the AFC is the Colts, and the best team in the NFC right now is the Buccaneers. Are these dark times in the NFL? And did you ever think this could happen?
You know what's crazy? The NFL has more parity than it's ever had before, and I think it's phenomenal for the league. At the point in which the Bucs have the best record in the NFC, the Colts have the best record in the AFC, the Colts are led by Daniel Jones, the Bucs are led by Baker Mayfield. I think this is as good as possible because now the games are going to be as interesting as they've ever been for as long as they've ever been. We're going to go into December and January with teams that are usually afterthoughts having legitimate, viable playoff chances. Like, we're going to be in December and January wondering who's going to win the NFC North. Because that is going to be so complicated and tied between the Packers and the Lions and the Vikings. We're going to be wondering and asking so many good questions deep into the season. Now, the dilemma is what Shady always talks about. Come playoff time, I do believe the likes of Daniel Jones will revert to Daniel Jones. So shout out to a great record through 6 weeks. But come playoff times, I'm still betting on Andy Reid and I'm still betting on Josh Allen.
I'm excited to see the shelf this week.
I
You
didn't
have been a cult denier. You have been a cult denier.
I never said that. You just put a word in my mouth.
Playoffs.
I never said Daniel Jones would be back to playoffs. I never said that. You see what I'm saying? Is it believable? See? It's believable. I didn't even say that. Here's what I will say, though. You know why I love the way that the Colts are playing and
Talk
that
to
the
me.
Bucks are playing?
Yes, sir.
This is why we live in America. It's the land of free. Anything is possible. Don't matter how bad you started. It matters how good your ending is and the way you finish.
Hey,
and if you look at the way that they like Daniel Jones, I didn't know this even possible from anybody from Duke.
Let me ask you this, Shady.
And now he balling.
Who's the best team? Forget the records. I don't care about the records. Who's the best team in the AFC right now?
You take your pick from the Chiefs or the Bills.
Okay.
Yeah, resume matters to me.
Okay.
I always say this: when you have to take out your money out your account, right, and you got to bet on somebody, you gonna put your money on the Colts and Daniel Jones.
Yeah, nah,
You see what I'm saying?
I'm not doing that.
You put your mortgage on it. You ain't gonna do that,
I'm not doing it.
right? Same with the Bucks. Would you put your mortgage on Baker Mayfield and the Bucks? He playing the MVP level. This should be a yes for all y'all. For me, no. I'm going with the Eagles. I want the Eagles.
I hear you. We got a $10 super chat from Fly BZ. He said the resume doesn't matter until it's Dak. Then we have to dissect everybody who he beat. Shady, cut it out. Yes, he's great in the regular season.